Welcome to episode number 3 in my series on how to get good audio quality in your potentially noisy action camera shots. Now, if you haven't done so already, please go back and check it out from the beginning, starting with episode number 1 right here. And today we're going to talk about settings on your action camera that can affect your audio quality. For those of you who can take a summary, you want to run your microphone gain as high as you can without getting any distortion in the loudest setting that you would ever use it in. That's it. That's all I'm going to really say. Now, for those of you who are going, what the heck is gain? Like I was before I messed around with my camera, by the way, I'm going to go into more detail. So, if you've ever hooked up multiple microphones into your camera, like I have, you may notice, without changing any other settings and without doing anything wrong, these microphones all come through at different volume levels. When you go back and look at the recording, go, whoa, that was loud, that was quiet. And that's perfectly normal. Different mics have different output levels. It all depends on your microphone technology, which is a vlog unto itself that I'm not going to get into today. What you want to do on the camera is set the gain appropriate to the mic. If you have too much gain, you may be getting distortion and cracking and popping. If you don't have enough gain, you may be hearing background sounds come through, be hearing buzzing and humming, and you may also be not getting very good frequency response out of your mic. I was running too low a gain at one time, and it came through very muffled sounding until I set up the gain level correctly. So, how you set up the gain for your mic? Here's how I do it. I go up, I turn up my gain all the way on the camera. However it works. Now I've got a contour, which is almost irrelevant because it looks like they're out of business as the time I record this. But it's like most cameras. You plug it into your Mac or your PC and it has some interface to let you change all the settings on the camera. Some of them have a front panel that let you change them. The contour also has a Bluetooth interface and an app that lets you change the settings. However you're saying change the settings, go to the highest level of gain and then go and do a recording in the loudest environment you plan on using it. Now for me, that's out on the freeway. If you never plan on being out on the freeway, don't set the gain for that. Then turn the gain down some incremental amount. You have to decide what that is. The contour has a range of 0 to 60 or something. So I turn it down like 5 or 10 increments. And I listen to all of the recordings. And usually what will happen is the higher gain will be too high and you'll get distortion. And so you just listen to each one as you go down until you get a nice clean level. And then you're done. That's the setting that you use. And for most people, that's going to be it. You're done. However, these things are always possibly more complicated. You may find that you're getting distortion all the time, no matter what your gain setting is. If that's the case, then you're getting distortion from somewhere other than the gain setting. Or in addition to, if you're unfortunate enough to be getting distortion from multiple locations, so your mic is kind of old and worn out and kind of just overloads easily, or it's a cheap mic, then you've got two sources of distortion. And what will happen is as you back off, the distortion from the gain will go away, but the distortion from the other sources will remain. Just reduce the distortion as much as you can by turning down the gain. And you might also notice that you never get distortion. You can run it at the highest level of gain, maybe you have a lower output mic, and you're fine. You can always just run it cranked all the way up. And if so, then you're also done. Every time I get a new mic, I go out and run the same tests. Setting up the gain properly is a bit of a trial and error thing. The method I described always works for me. Give it a shot to start from square one with your microphone gain and see if you end up with better quality as a result. So after this, I'm going to cover what you can do in post-production, what you can do in your video editing tool to play with audio, and then finally what format to save it in so YouTube is the happiest with it when you upload. So those will be in following installments. And until then, I will see all of you out there on two wheels.